Welcome to your weekend focus for May the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the cards, thank you so much for all your positive, beautiful, loving support that you send my way each and every day. You guys rock. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to the cards. We do have a full moon, I believe on the 21st, in Sagittarius. So now that's kind of exciting because next month we have another full moon in Sagittarius again. So this only happens, they call it a blue moon, once in a blue moon. So I think the next time something like this happens, it's 2019. So what a beautiful sign to actually have the full moon in, because, you know, the moon is all about our inner qualities, looking inside of ourselves. The full moon is releasing baggage, closing chapters in our life, and getting ready to move forward. And so Sagittarius is a very positive, adventurous sign, high thinking. And we start with the Nine of Coins. So to start with the Nine of Coins is beautiful because we are looking inside of ourselves. And I think earlier in the week, I forget what cards it was, but it was looking inside of yourself. I know the moon was the first card. This was the second card. And our higher intuition card talked about looking inside of ourselves and seeing the treasure of who we are. And here it is again. So I really see the symbolism that we really need to see what we are capable of, to look inside of ourselves, to see our gifts, to embrace who we are and how we want to go forward, what we want to manifest, our goals, our dreams, who we want to become. The Nine of Coins talks about something in your life getting better, whether it is work, finances, love, career, stature in the community, your spirituality, your health and well-being. And we find the way forward by looking inside of ourselves, by seeing the treasure that we truly are, the unique wonderment of who we are and why we are here, and unfolding that mystery. Now the next card is another one that was here earlier in the week, the Queen of Wands. I think she was actually on Thursday. And this is she's a high thinker as well, but she's the quiet one. She's the quiet one in the deck. She thinks things through. So, with Sag energy, we could be ready for the adventure. We could be looking for the adventure. We could be wanting to break free of limitations to go forward. But the Queen of Wands here says that we really do need to think things through. Regardless, we don't want, Sagittarius is a very spontaneous sign in many ways. We don't want to have too much spontaneity in our plan forward. We want to actually have the plan. So the Queen of Wands asks us to look at the situation, ask the qualifying questions, to research, to lay out the plan, to know exactly how we want to go forward. When you use the Queen of Wands energy, you never have to look back on a decision that you've made, because you have thought it through. You have looked at all the angles. You have asked the questions. You have researched, so that your decision is true. It's based on logic. It's based on fact. It's based on knowledge. And Sagittarius is a sign of knowledge. And then we have the Six of Wands. So this is victory, success, absolutely. We are leading a parade. We ride that white stallion and we lead the parade, and everybody gathers on the street to cheer us on, to raise us up. Now we are still in full armor, so we do not want to rest on our laurels here. There is a path to go forward on. We haven't reached the moment of success, but we are on the path of success going forward. And then we have the most beautiful card for our angel card, and it's 51 love. Now 5 plus 1 is 6, and that is the parental energy. Caring for others, caring for ourselves. So we may be looking at our health choices, how we treat ourselves. Usually we come in dead last in how we treat ourselves compared to what we do for others. And so this weekend is a weekend to put yourself first, to love yourself, but also to spread that love. But in most general readings, when I get the love, it is about embracing yourself. It is about embracing who you are. And so we go back to the very first card, the 9 of Coins. And it's about seeing the beauty in you and loving you. To embrace, your flaws even. Okay, the flaws are what make you unique. To see, I used to do interviews. And so one of my favorite questions to ask was, what is your greatest talent or your greatest asset, or what do you think is your best part of your personality? And they would give me an answer. And then I would ask, what is your worst? And if you answer it correctly, it's the same thing. So your best quality may be your organizational skills, because everything has a place and every place has a thing. You know where everything is. Things are detailed and itemized, and you know where to find things. You know how to categorize things. You're not living in confusion and mess because you are organized, but that organizational skill might drive some people crazy. It might drive yourself crazy because you can't move on until you have certain things organized. So it actually can play a role in pulling you back, slowing you down, not allowing you to just move forward in a spontaneous way. Okay, you might have great leadership skills, so you may think that is your greatest asset, that you are a great leader. And yes, that can play out in so many ways of being a great asset, but it could also be your worst, because in a new group or something, you automatically have that charisma, the magnetism for a leader, and people can be very easily resentful to you because of your energy, because of your vibration, because of your light. And so you might get the cold shoulder from a lot of people and not accepted right away within groups because they automatically notice that leadership skill, which is also a threat to certain people. So whatever your greatest quality is probably your weakness as well. And so we want to celebrate our flaws, because our flaws are actually the unique strong points, our empowerment in how to go forward. So take a look at yourself. Analyze yourself a little bit. And where you think that you have this great flaw, it might also be your greatest strength. Or wherever you think you have this great strength, it might also be a flaw. And we want to use it in both ways to grow stronger. So look inside, and I hope you see something very close to this when you look inside. This beautiful sunlit garden. You dressed in your fanciest attire. Flowers surround you. Light surrounds you. Beauty surrounds you. I hope that's a picture of what you get when you look inside and see yourself for truly what you are and what you can be going forward. Let's get our angels going here. One card got left behind, so I had to peek. It was the Three of Raphael. We'll see if it comes up again. So, with the full moon, yes, we want to release baggage, release regret, but I think it's more of looking towards the adventure of who we can become, what we can become, the goals that we want to aspire to, our dreams, and not feel limited. Not feel, and that was a big part of this week, is to truly walk forward in a balance and not feel like you are limited in some way, pulled back in some way. And very often that's regret. And when you have regret, or where you think you've dropped the ball, or where you didn't think you did enough, or where you shouldn't have done so much, that's when we don't see the beauty of ourselves. That's where we don't see the light. And we want to see our beauty in all our splendor. And yeah, you guys too. There's beauty in you. We have the Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. And so I think the Sun also goes into Gemini, which is all about communication. So that would be part of it this weekend, wouldn't it? To clear up those communication problems. To maybe clear the air. To make sure that people understand what you are trying to say. To make sure that you understand what they are saying to you. A wonderful new idea. And I think that's where the adventure comes in, where we see a path forward, where we know how we can go forward. We can break through limitations. We don't struggle with the bumps on the road. We figure out a way around them or under them or over them, or to completely dismantle them so that they'll never cross our paths again. We have the Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. So meditate, pray, absolutely. To see the beauty of who you are. Tap into the beauty of who you are. Follow your heart. What you love. What gives you passion. A love of home and family. And we did have 5 + 1 is 6. For the parental energy that is surrounding us this weekend. And I think it is a love of ourselves and our dreams and cherishing our dreams and growing our dreams and our desires and treating our dreams as children. I think I started to say that and then I drifted off to something else, but that's where I was going with that once upon a time. So follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your higher wisdom. And especially since the moon is in Sagittarius, because that is all about our higher, definitely our higher information. 6 of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. So expect the magic to enter your life this weekend. Expect the beauty. What a beautiful card this is. Acts of kindness. And an act of kindness can just be smiling at somebody. Acknowledging their existence. Some people feel so invisible in this world, so alone in this world. And a simple gesture of a smile towards them can mean the difference of life and death sometimes. To just acknowledge that that person exists with a simple smile. A kindness. And if there is some way that you can grow that kindness in bigger measures, then by all means, do something with an organization or a charity. Reach your hand out to somebody less fortunate or somebody who just needs a helping hand. The Knight of Ariel. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by somebody kind. I always think when I read that card that you're being watched over by your angels, your spirit guides, God, the universe. Some of your best friends. There is so much to accomplish. So you are ready to go forward. You have mounted that horse. You are ready to run into the sunrise of your tomorrow. Absolutely. That's the adventure that the moon is calling us to, but make a very detailed plan. So remember, with our Queen of Wands here, we want the detailed plan. We want to know exactly what the plan is going forward. We don't want to be too spontaneous. And with an adventure, sometimes we can be. So we want to know the plan, a very detailed plan, in order to go forward with a strength, with an empowerment. Absolutely. That's 4. The 7 of Ariel. Ariel's big to this weekend. You have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. I think Thursday was all about having patience. To not expect the instant reward, the instant gratification, the instant success, but know that some things take time to develop so that they are long-term, tangible, sustainable things in our life. So have patience. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. So you are moving forward. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So this is a weekend to make your plans, to grow your dreams, to understand that the only limitations are the ones that you allow to be present in your life. So this weekend is looking at how to break through boundaries, how to break through limitations, how to see the beauty of who we are and what we can create going forward, who we can become going forward, to see the beauty of ourselves. You have invested wisely. So even if you have a regret from the past, know that it has developed your wisdom in order to go forward. And I do want to pick a higher intuition card because I'm just having so much fun with this deck. So we'll pick one of these and then they're starting to fall all over the place. Build your wings. The butterflies. Don't you just love the way our angels, our spirit guides talk to us? So let's go to butterflies. I don't know this deck yet, but I do love the cards. So the key words are believe, joy, transformation, and confidence. You've got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. So we are not going to grow by staying still, by waiting for the right moment. That we have to build our destiny. We have to build our path forward. That we have to work and plan our path forward. We have to develop those wings. And the only way we're going to develop those wings is by flapping them. You've got to jump off cliffs all the times and build your wings on the way down. And that quote is from Ray Bradbury. So butterfly comes to you with the message that it is time for you to build your wings again and fly. Butterfly is aware that you've experienced a loss. It could be death, divorce, or you could just be feeling lonely and depleted. Butterfly believes that you can once again find the joy and dance to the song within your soul. Oh, I got goosebumps. It may feel awkward at first, but with time, you will begin to feel more and more confident. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, and many times develops when a negative situation has occurred. You might have grounded yourself, afraid to fly, or a situation may have forced you to stop believing that you can fly altogether. Now is the time to trust and to have the faith that this is the time for you to explore the world around you, to explore the inner you as well. It is time to love again. It is the time to see the magic that is around you and within you. Butterfly also tells you that hurt from your childhood is preventing you from spreading your wings and flying to the height that you need to be. So spread those wings. Get ready to fly. Realize the treasure that lies within you. Realize your empowerment. Realize your strength. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.